Good morning everybody, welcome to Anglesey, day 2. The last night we stopped in a park up just outside Porth Wen Brickworks. I'll put the information on the screen now as I pronounced it totally wrong. Yeah, so the plan today is that we're going to head over in a minute to Parys Mountain, which is an old ruins of an old copper quarry, and then we're going to look at the ruins of an old brickworks. And yeah, see what else we've got to say. So, weather's not the best today, but that's never going to stop us. Yeah, let's go. So welcome to Parys Mountain. So what I've done, found a route and old trails, takes you around the whole place. One thing to be aware of though, if you are in a camper van or anything, there is a height barrier on the car park, so park across the road at a lay-by, and it is very windy. Excavations show copper was mined here nearly 4,000 years ago. The camera does pick it up. Yeah, that's deep. Just noticed there's like a cave entrance or obviously a tunnel or something in the bottom of the quarry. Yeah, we're so going down to that. I do hope the camera picks up just the size of this quarry here. Little ruins up there, we'll go have a look at that. In 1768, miner Roland Pow discovered the Great Lord, only 7 feet below the surface, a turning point that triggered a mining explosion. What a view today! Yeah, so we're currently now just finding the route down to the bottom of the quarry. And I'm going to go have a look in that, well, tunnel, cave, or whatever you want to call it, down here somewhere. Yeah, Lisa was just saying, walking down here, like, you feel like you're walking like Mars or another planet or something. It's also crazy like how this has all been dug out, blasted. It's crazy they do it. Just spotted a metal door. That's definitely worth investigating. If anybody's got a tractor or a van, need a tyre, right there. That's baffling. We were stood up there, looking down what looked like, I don't know, like a cave or a thing here, an entrance, but now I'm down here. Can't find anything. funky looking. Found it. Looks like it's just a little cave. South Stack, they started digging out this, but nothing never finished. Let's go see if we can get to that metal door we saw earlier. By the late 18th century, Copper Mountain was probably the largest copper mine in the world. Its copper supplied to the British Navy and helped fuel the Industrial Revolution. Look at the camera. Looks like it goes down underneath. Love to go explore down there. Yeah, so now we're gonna head back at the top and look like some more ruins and stuff to see up there. Over roughly 150 years, an estimated 3.5 million tonnes of ore was raised, mostly by hand. Mining continued intermittently into the early 20th century. Now the mine is a heritage and geological site, popular with walkers and photographers. So this map shows you recorded passageways that are under the mine. There's over 20 kilometres of passageways. It's mad. So also reading this, so the deepest shaft that was here is, sorry, where is it? 170 metres below sea level. So we just go back to the van. That was really quite interesting. It's still crazy how they dig out the quarries that deep, but yeah. So now we're heading over to ruins of brickworks. So yeah, I'll bring you back when we get there. So we just parked right by. It's about a kilometre walk now down to the old brickworks. So walk down to country line for a bit, down a coastal path, and it's right at the front. So yeah. And the weather started clearing up as well. So you can just see the chimneys starting to poke up now. Yeah, just round there. It's bad. Literally 10 minutes ago it was torrential rain. Now look at it. So welcome to Porth Wen Brickworks. Brickmaking began around the mid-1800s, taking advantage of the local quartets. A small quay was built for exporting bricks, but the harbour was hazardous and ships often suffered damage. This transport issue was one of the main reasons the brickworks never become highly profitable. Production stopped during World War I, briefly started in 1924 and finally ceased by 1949. Quite interesting. One thing I've noticed about Anglesey, there's loads of these odd ruins everywhere. It's really good, especially if you love your exploring the old ruins. This place is definitely a place to come visit. Yeah, no idea what this is. Yeah, so coming up and down to the brickworks, it's a bit rocky and steep, so something to be aware of. Yeah, so we're almost back at the van now. Yeah, another really interesting ruin to go explore. So we're not 100% sure where we're heading to next, so they're going to go back to the van, have a look at the map, yeah, and I'll bring you back wherever we end up. So welcome back. So you join us at Newborough Nature Reservoir, which is really odd as it's a beach with a forest on it. Yeah, so the plan is we're going to have a walk down here and we're going to go, part pronunciation, to Jans Landwin, also known as Lover's Island. yeah, apparently it's an island you can walk out to when low tide, and apparently there's some ruins and different things to see on there. Yeah. Oh, one last thing, so this car park, so it's quite expensive. We paid £10 to park for 4 hours, but I'll leave all the information on the screen. So there are a number of different actual guided routes you can do here. So we're going to do the Saint Sand and Sea Trail, it's only 5 miles.
Oh my God. Yeah.
This is so weird, walking through a forest and the sand on the floor. So as we've been walking on this trail, I've noticed these things around. So I've just stopped and had a look what this one is. So it's got a, "Here am I. I live up high in the treetops. I like to eat seeds from pine cones, nuts, berries and even caterpillars. My nest is called a dray. I have long red tufts." And if you look on the back, I'm a red squirrel. That's something different, see.
I like to show off when I fly. I come to Newbury to go to bed. I am Clever Bird and I like to show off when I fly.
Yeah. Our route's going off this way. So I'm just reading this plaque here, and obviously I was wondering why the forest has got sandal in it. So it looks like this forest, the 1950s, was just a massive sand dune, and they actually planted all these trees. It's crazy. What's that? 70 years. It's gone from a beach to a forest. It also says they introduced a number of red squirrels, so that'd be cool to see one. So just look at this. So you got forest, beach, Snowdon Range. Yeah, you don't get them for free very often together. And that's the island coming to view now, which we're getting over to. We come back past them, so we'll go have a look at them one on the way back round. surfing in there. Dark and horrible over there. Definitely look like ruins of some old church or abbey or something like that. Yeah, so that was Lovers Island. So now we're just walking back onto the beach and we're gonna walk around the island. But yeah, so at high tide you can't actually get to this island. It's totally cut off by the sea. Yeah, really quite interesting. Quite a religious little island, I'll say, because it looks like there's a few old crosses on there and the old chapel. But yeah, really quite interesting. Yeah, so it's about a mile walk back along the beach now to the van. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Hey everybody, so yeah, day 2 in Anglesey. Been another good day. Lots more ruins explored, so that quite was really cool. And we have been lucky with the weather really. So yeah, so we're gonna almost back at the van now. So we're gonna head to the park up and have a chill out. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. And yeah, I will catch you tomorrow morning. Where we're looking at going to Holyhead Lighthouse, and the forecast yellow amber storm for wind, so we're just going to go to the campsite in the afternoon and just have a bit of a rest day. Yeah, so I'll catch you all in the morning. See ya. Good morning, I'm Anglesey day 3. Yeah, well, last night's park up we stayed just by an RAF base called RAF Valley. So I did have a walk down to have a look at the viewing platform last night, so I'll put photos up now of the Hawk jeters there. Yeah, so the plan is today, obviously we've got Storm David coming in this afternoon, so it's going to be strong winds. So before that gets here, we're going to head to Holyhead and hopefully go look at Stack Lighthouse if it's open. Yeah, and then from there, well, we've got a campsite booked today, so yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so I'll bring you back when we get to Holyhead. Welcome to a very windy and rainy Stack Lighthouse. Actually surprised how busy it is up here today, with the weather not being the best, but yeah, true British, rain never stops us. Okay, that's really fresh now. There's also quite a lot of steps down to the lighthouse. aware of. Actually, to go into the lighthouse, it said it's only cash only. But when I was looking at the website, it said you can use a card. But now we've got here, it does say cash only. So yeah, so if you are planning to go down to South Stack Lighthouse, yeah, just be aware you need the cash.
Coming up to join the tour. Head up straight to the sofa.
So just currently climbing to the top of the lighthouse.
Welcome everybody to South Stack Lighthouse. I'm going to have to shout a bit of the difference. This one was glass one, glass for the whole, like it is now, every 30 seconds. All 64 lighthouses also have different sounds and they all have different timing.
So if you are thinking about visiting a lighthouse and going up to the top, there's a lot of steps and some of them do get quite steep. And if you're like Lucy where you're afraid of heights, the drop down the middle isn't helping her. How many?
There was 93 steps up to that lighthouse. Counted.
Don't know if the camera picks up. You can actually hear the wind going around the lighthouse. It's created its whistle. Pick up now where he's actually struggling to walk in a straight line. So we just got back to the van. Yeah, that was blustery down there, but now the lighthouse is really cool to go into. So the signs say that it's cash only, But when we got to it, they've just had a card system fitted, but I've not the signs of that yet, so you can pay your card. Fortunately, the card machine weren't working when we went, so I've got to pop to a cafe just down the road to pay. No, really interesting to have a look at, and got to the lighthouse. The guy did a little speech about the history of the place. Yeah, but there is lots of steps, so something to be aware of. So we're going to head into Holyhead. This is probably the biggest town I've been to so far, so we're going to stock up on some supplies and yeah, see where we end up from there. But so can't go to the campsite till 1ish, so we'll see if there's anything else in the way. So yeah, so I'll bring you back when we get into Holyhead. So just arrived in Holyhead, so managed to find this little car park. Yeah, let's go have a look around. So when we was across the other side, overlooking the boat, so this distance looks like another abandoned mansion and some more ruins, so obviously, let's go have a look. How do we get up there? Wonder if there's a way in. Oh look, an open gate. How nice of them. Got no idea what this place is called. But yeah, it's mad in Anglesey. There's a few of these abandoned mansions around. How random. So I was going to jump through the window, but don't look, the safest in there. Looks like there's been a fire as well. It's like the floor's all collapsed. Random little find. I loved how we came into Holyhead to have a look around town and I spotted a ruin, and now it just looks like I've just spotted another ruin to go look at. Yeah, this is way more interesting to go around the town. Can't seem to find a way into this one. Crazy that is. Two ruins like look like big mansions right next to each other. Twice to just just leave the gates open for you to come and have a look. Interesting. That was an interesting find. Yeah, so now we actually are going to head into town now, get some supplies. I've noticed that for some reason property in Anglesey is really cheap. Like, you get a lot for your money around here. It's like looking at one here, £1,000 a month to rent with a sea view. And then back where we are in the Midlands, you get nothing for that. Oh yeah, so we just found an Asda and a cheeky McDonald's. Yeah, so that was Holyhead. Cool few little abandoned mansions. Not much else to see in the town, but yeah, so now we're going to head out to the campsite and get away from this storm that's now gone up to an amber alert. So yeah, I'll bring you back at the campsite. Hey all, so just arrived at the campsite, and issue number one, we couldn't get up the hill to get onto the pitch because the van was just sliding on the grass. So now, well, we parked in the car park, but the showers and everything here, so yeah, we'll go for a little wander around, see what there is. I'll bring you along. So yeah, so we're now up in there next to the toilets. Original pitch was supposed to be in that field there, but yeah, we were just sliding everywhere. So we're wandering, it's only a small campsite, but let's have a little wander. Travis? Yeah, that'll do for the night. Yeah, so that's pretty much the campsite. So we paid £21 and it's £25 with a cook up. So yeah, not too bad at all. Yeah, so plan is now just gonna do some nice fun jobs, get the van clean, do all them kind of stuff. Yeah, so if we do anything else, I will bring you back in a bit. Hi everybody, yeah, since I spoke to you, we haven't really done much really, just chill in the van, listen to the storm. Yeah, so that's Anglesey, day 3 done. Been a really fun day, found some more mansions, can't beat it. Yeah, so thank you for watching everybody. If you could do us a favour, you can like and subscribe, build out the channel, and if you want to join us next Saturday at 6 o'clock, find out where we'll get to the rest of the trip. Bye.